Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we're going to be talking about what it's like coming into the military at a older age. So I came in when I was 24. Let's talk about how it's going to be from coming in at 24, 30, or coming in as an 18-year-old. Let's find out. All right, so the biggest thing that I found coming into the military with age related is if you're coming in as an older person. Like I came in at 24, I was already well established. I was already married before I came in. I was a maintenance manager of a hotel chain. I had my own business as a mechanic. So I worked 7 days a week, and I do my day job, and then I go do this. So I already had experience with running my own business and taking care of other people that were below me in the maintenance side of the job, being able to take care of other people and managing their payroll and everything else. So I already had that leadership, I guess you'd say, in military terms, that leadership capability. I already had that. So the biggest issue with me coming in was the fact that you got treated like a child. It didn't matter what your age was. It didn't matter what your background was. You could have been a CEO, but you got treated the exact same as somebody that was 18 years old coming straight out of high school, right into the military. Now, not saying that's a bad thing. It's a good thing because everybody gets treated the same. It does not matter what you've done or who you are. You're getting treated to the same standards as any single person that's coming into the military, and that is good. Now, where it kind of sucks is the fact that you are coming from basically not necessarily being your own boss, but being to the point where you already have the respect of certain people around you because you might have moved up in your corporate world or whatever, and you are at that point where you've already made it past the bottom, but now you're starting right back at the bottom, and that it does suck. I'm not gonna lie. That sucks. Also, getting treated like a child, it sucks. But you have to understand that most of the people that you're coming in with are going to be people that are straight out of high school or, straight out of, a little bit of college. And those people don't really have that much life experience. They may not have really any life experience compared to somebody that has actually worked and ran a business or anything like that. You might have just had that little sense of urgency that you wanna go serve your country, and that's good, and you're well established before, but you have to understand that does not matter anymore. Once you join the military, what you've done prior to that, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't stand for anything. You're not going to get any special treatment in BMT, no special treatment in tech school, nothing. Like, you are just what you are. Now, after the BMT tech school experience, actually, I digress. Now, the only time that somewhat matters, like you being older, is when you get into tech school. When you get into tech school, it actually somewhat matters, and it's not necessarily because of like you're gonna get certain jobs or something like that, or you're gonna be a rope. It's really because when you are older coming in, you could actually go out on town on the weekends and do adult things legally. You know what I'm talking about. And it's fun. So that is the only benefit you have coming in to the military as an older person. Now when you get to, say, your duty station, that's when it becomes a little bit different, but you also have to understand that your age really doesn't matter if you don't back it up with being competent. You could be 38-year-old dude coming in and you have no idea what your job is, and they are going to treat you just like the 18-year-old that has no idea what his job is. Because if you are not, the age doesn't matter if you're not competent in your job. You have to be competent in your job if you actually want your age to matter just a little bit. Now, the reason why I say this is because if you are an older person and you have those prior life experiences, the people you work with are going to start to understand that you have these prior life experiences after talking to you and just being around you for a little bit. They're gonna know that you've done this prior or that prior, and you are older and you've dealt with these things on the civilian side of things, which does transpire over to the military side, because those are life experiences. Whether you're on the civilian side or the military side, they are life experiences that do matter, and you can transfer that into the military side of things. Now, if you are 30, 40 years old and you have no life experience and you don't know your job, nobody's gonna look at you any different than, say, an 18-year-old. They're gonna look at you like you are that brand new person coming out of tech school. But my biggest advice to you is to put in the effort to know your job. You are older and you have those prior life experiences, so you should know that the best way to do anything is to know everything about your job, because you should already know that. You should know that through the prior life experience of any other job that you are in, that if you want to succeed, you need to know what your job requires of you. And if you don't know those things, then there's no difference between you and some younger person that doesn't know anything. You may get upset at the fact that there is a 18, 19-year-old over there that knows everything about his job, and he gets treated more like an adult than you do because you're 35-ish, whatever, years old, or say 24 years old, and you don't know your job. Because there will be somewhat of a higher standard set to you. Now, this is not me speaking for the Air Force. This is me speaking from my just personal, just the way I look at things. If you're older and you have that experience, you should already know what's expected of you prior to you even going in. You know, it's for these people that are straight out of high school that don't have any work experience. Those are the people that will get the help to understand what is required of them. But in my opinion, just my opinion, if you are an older person, you should already know what is required of you. You should already have those standards that you know what somebody is going to ask for you to do, and you should take it upon yourself to just do it or figure it out, or ask your supervisor and be like, hey, what do I need to know, this and that, and then the second he tells you what to know, go figure it out. Because that is, in my opinion, what should be looked upon of somebody that is on the older side of things, because you should already know the way the world works, and that's how you should go into it. So now, to my younger crowd, this is the best advice I can give to the younger people coming in. I know it sounds bad, but we should all know that this is a no BS channel here. Don't go in with that sense of entitlement. It's not going to get you anywhere. If you go into the military thinking that you are entitled to something, you are very wrong. You're going where you need to go. It's not up to you to decide. It's up to them to decide. But it's up to you to prove that you should be there or you should do that. You have that shot to say, hey, I should do this. I need to. But you have to prove it. You cannot just say, because I think that I should do this, I have to do it. That's a little bit of entitlement coming in. What you really need to do is you have to prove it. If that's what you want to do, like say you want to go to some school and you need to prove that you need to do that. Say you just got done with your IEC QC and you want to go up for patrol. Prove that you want to go up for patrol and prove that you should go up for patrol. Or say you want to go up for the desk or anything, really anything. Prove that you want to be there, not that they should just hand it to you, because that's not any way you're going to get anything in the military. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to keep it real with you, that may be the way it works in the civilian world. You may be able to do that, but it's not going to work on the military side of things. So we're going to end this video off with like a few questions that I got from my boy Eddie here. So he asked, so does SF suck as much as everybody says? There are, and a lot of people that say that it sucks. Now, like I answered his question, security forces is what you make of it, honestly. If you come in and, like I said earlier, if you feel like you're entitled to something and you don't want to put in the work for it, you're going to be highly disappointed in the career field. If you come into the career field and you are putting in the effort to do the things that you want to do, then you're going to be rewarded with that. That's pretty much what it comes down to. You have to understand that when you are a brand new person coming in the military, you're going to get stuck with a crappy post. That's just it. That's like coming in brand new to any job. You're going to start at the bottom and then you're going to start working your way up. And that also ties back into what we talked about earlier with just if you put in the effort, you can get what you want to do. That was another question he had. He also asked if I was planning on staying in. I think we talked about this in a different video, but we're going to talk about it again, just really low. The only way that I'm going to stay in the military is if I can get into special operations. If I can get into special operations, then I will stay in the military. Other than that, I will not. It's not necessarily because of the career field. It's just because I like to have my freedom. And I feel like that I have a lot more to offer, so I want to be able to just put that out there. And if I can, I can do that in the civilian side. I don't have to be in the military to do it. I do like this career field, I really do. It has its ups and downs, but it has more ups and downs, if that makes sense. And also he asked, so being an older person, how does it work for BMT and tech school? You're going to be, unfortunately, like I said before, you're going to be treated like a child. That's the way it's going to work. That is kind of the worst part about joining the military at an older age is BMT and tech school, because you will all be treated the same regardless of your age, sex, ethnicity, anything you could think of, your background, whatever it is, you're all the same. You're all the exact same. And also something that he asked, not necessarily asked, he just said it. He was talking about wanting to wait until the fall to go in because he heard that the summers are brutal down in San Antonio. Now this is something I want to touch on here just in this video. I went to BMT in April, and I graduated BMT in June, and I spent tech school June, July, August, September. So like the hottest months down there. And I can tell you, if you don't like the cold, don't wait. If you like have the option, don't wait till like the fall to go through, because I've talked to some people that just came through and they said the winters down there are brutal. And what sucks the most about it is during BMT and tech school for this career field, you will be outside almost all day every day. So that's gonna suck bad, because if it's cold, you're gonna be freezing because you're gonna be outside all day every day. I went through during the hottest months down there, and honestly the hardest part about it being hot is just hydrate. All you have to do, hydrate, and you will make it all the way through the tech school, no problem, easy. And you may think that, you know, wearing the long sleeves and the long pants, you know, would suck, but honestly it protects you from getting sunburnt and all, you know, just sun exposure in general. That's pretty much it. And it's not as bad as it seems. It's not that bad whatsoever. Biggest thing I would say, yes, go through during the warmer months if you like the heat. If you absolutely love it being cold outside, then go during the winter months if you have a choice. But yeah, if you absolutely hate the cold, thinking that, hey, it's Texas, it's warm all year long, that's wrong. It's not. So go during the summer months if you like the heat. Go during the winter months if you like the cold, if you have a choice, because that's kind of, they still have hot and cold down there. That's the way it works. If you've been watching the news lately, you'll see that it is actually colder in Texas than it is in Virginia right now, and I'm excited about that. I was just riding the bike the other day because it was 70 degrees and down there is like 20 or 30. So just keep that in mind, that there are still hot months and cold months. Now, just to send this thing off, don't forget to like this video if you found it informational to you in any sort of way, or if you just thought that I was just sitting here babbling on about nothing. Go ahead and smash that like button anyways, you know, why not? And hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. And don't forget to check the description below. We will have the links to my Instagram, where you guys can hit me up like Eddie did, or on the Facebook page, where you guys can basically build a community and hang out, and everybody can talk and share their knowledge. And until next time, I will see you guys later.